1. Which principle of adult learning emphasizes the importance of learners applying prior experiences to new training scenarios? A. Repetition. B. Andragogy. C. Memorization. D. Pedagogy. 2. In evaluating DSAT training effectiveness, which method provides the most objective measurement? A. Written self-assessment. B. Peer feedback. C. Pre- and post-test analysis. D. Oral questioning. 3. When designing a curriculum for field agents, which strategy best ensures knowledge retention? A. Continuous lecture delivery. B. Passive video watching. C. Scenario-based learning. D. Reading manuals independently. 4. Which communication approach is most effective for de-escalating conflict in high-risk diplomatic environments? A. Assertive listening. B. Aggressive tone. C. Silence. D. Repetition of orders. 5. To comply with federal regulations, DSSAT training programs must document: A. Informal conversations. B. Learner attendance, progress, and outcomes. C. Optional reflections. D. Peer-to-peer discussions. 6. Which mentoring technique supports long-term career development of new agents? A. Providing answers directly. E. Assigning increasing responsibility. C. Restricting independent tasks. D. Avoiding constructive criticism. 7. What evaluation model includes 4 levels: reaction, learning, behavior, and results? A. Kirkpatrick model. B. ADDIE model. C. Bloom's taxonomy. D. Maslow's hierarchy. 8. When training adult learners, what factor most influences motivation? A. Social ranking. B. Immediate applicability. C. Entertainment value. D. Instructor charisma. 9. Which of the following is considered a summative evaluation tool? A. Ongoing class quiz. B. Final examination. C. Instructor observation. D. Informal questioning. 10. During role-play exercises, the facilitator's main responsibility is to: A. Judge accuracy. B. Provide constructive feedback. C. Record attendance. D. Minimize participation. 11. A DSSAT agent preparing curriculum must ensure learning objectives are: A. Generalized and flexible. B. Vague but comprehensive. C. Measurable and specific. D. Broad and inspirational. 12. What federal regulation primarily governs DSSAT training compliance? A. OSHA 1910. B. 22 CFR Part 10. C. HIPAA. D. IRS Tax Code. 13. Which communication style builds rapport most effectively with foreign stakeholders? A. Dominant. B. Passive. C. Active listening. D. Intimidating. 14. Mentoring effectiveness is best demonstrated when: A. The mentor completes tasks for the mentee. E. The mentee develops independent problem-solving skills. The mentor avoids feedback. D. The mentee imitates the mentor entirely. 15. Which adult learning principle stresses readiness to learn when training is relevant? A. Orientation to learning. B. Memorization. C. Passive reception. D. Rote learning. 16. A training evaluation that occurs during instruction to improve delivery is called: A. Summative. B. Formative. C. Norm referenced. D. Summarized. 17. In curriculum development, which phase determines goals and objectives? A. Implementation. B. Design. C. Evaluation. D. Needs analysis. 18. A diplomatic security trainer wants to encourage higher-order thinking. Which taxonomy level should be targeted? A. Remembering. B. Understanding. C. Analyzing. D. Recalling. 19. What mentoring technique best facilitates critical reflection in trainees? A. Giving immediate answers. B. Asking open-ended questions. C. Issuing directives. D. Memorization drills. 20. Which tool best measures the transfer of DSSAT training into job performance? A. Attendance sheet. B. Peer assessment. C. On-the-job observation. D. Written essay. 21. To ensure compliance with Department of State standards, training documentation must include A. Classroom decor. B. Instructor hobbies. C. Lesson plans and outcomes. E. Student personal opinions. 22. Which communication channel is most effective for urgent operational directives? A. Formal letter. B. Secure radio communication. C. Weekly newsletter. D. Annual report. 23. An adult learner resists a training topic because it seems irrelevant. The instructor should A. Ignore the resistance. B. Connect content to real job scenarios. C. Discipline a learner. D. Postpone the session. 24. Which principle ensures diversity is addressed in DSSAT curriculum design? A. Equity and inclusion. B. Memorization. C. Redundancy. D. Simplification. 25. Which evaluation method provides longitudinal data on training impact? A. Final quiz only. B. Job performance tracking. C. One-time oral test. D. Instructor notes. 26. Which learning activity best enhances communication skills for DSSAT agents? A. Silent reading. B. Mock negotiation. C. Writing essays. D. Memorization of definitions. 27. To remain compliant, DSSAT instructors must align training content with A. Foreign preferences. B. Federal guidelines. C. Student feedback only. D. Instructor judgment. 28. Which mentoring approach fosters self-confidence in trainees? A. Assigning stretch tasks with support. B. Minimizing responsibility. C. Delivering constant criticism. D. Removing challenges. 29. Which adult learning characteristic requires instructors to respect learner autonomy? A. Self-concept. B. Dependence. C. Passive attitude. 30. Which form of evaluation focuses on stakeholder satisfaction with training delivery? A. ROI analysis. B. Reaction evaluation. C. Summative testing. D. Regulatory audit. 31. Curriculum development that integrates continuous improvement uses which model? A. ADDIE. B. SWOT. C. 360 review. D. COBIT. 32. Which communication skill is most essential during diplomatic crisis management? A. Empathy. B. Humor. C. Silence. D. Formality. 33. A DSSAT training program is audited. Which document must be produced? A. Student seating charts. B. Training needs assessment. C. Personal reflections. D. Break schedules. 34. Which mentoring method builds decision-making ability in mentees? A. Encouraging independent analysis. B. Giving direct solutions. C. Avoiding challenges. D. Memorization exercises. 35. Which learning principle emphasizes internal motivation over external rewards? A. Intrinsic motivation. B. Extrinsic motivation. C. Behaviorism. D. Classical conditioning. 36. A DSSAT trainer evaluating knowledge retention 2 months later is conducting A. Summative evaluation. A. Longitudinal assessment. C. Formative assessment. D. Peer evaluation. 37. Which curriculum component defines observable and measurable learner outcomes? A. Learning objectives. B. Course philosophy. C. Instructor biography. D. Student expectations. 38. Which regulation most directly influences physical security compliance in training? A. OSHA. B. FERPA. C. HEPA. D. FOIA. 39. Which communication practice enhances intercultural understanding? A. Active listening with clarification. B. Speaking slowly. C. Using slang. D. Avoiding dialogue.